help us to make the best decisions. Lord, I pray for those in our leadership that are here and those beyond this room, that you would guide them to do what is best for everyone on the coast. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Supervisor Court, pledge.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll begin with opening up the floor for any comments on our tax levies, Harrison County's proposed budget for fiscal year 2026. Is there anyone with any comments? Okay, moving along. Number 2, order acknowledging that the publication of fiscal year 2026 tax levies and budget on the gazebogazette.com website, in addition to newspaper publication, is sufficient public notice for general county circulation in accordance with state statute. Motion. Second. Any discussion? All in favor? I'd like to.
We need to add that.
Have an order approving the grant agreement for fiscal year 26 between the Mississippi Office of Highway Safety and the Harrison County Board of Supervisors, Harrison County Sheriff's Office for grant number OP2026 OP12-41 for occupant protection fiscal year 26 in the amount of $128,917.50. I need a motion to amend the agenda first.
Motion to amend.
Second.
Discussion, all in favor? Need a order, I mean a motion on this item.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, recognize Lee Taylor to discuss our concerns about State Stevens Park and Cuevas de Lille Road.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So I'm here simply to ask the board to bring our St. Stephen's baseball field back to a safe, playable condition. Right now, the dirt is very hard and compacted. I don't believe it's been serviced since at least 2017. It's getting basic upkeep, like the grass is being cut and that's it.
Any comments? Okay.
That is at least on a month-to-month basis on that mark.
Okay. All right, we'll take it into consideration and discuss it as a board. Thank you.
Okay.
I'd like to recognize Caitlin Mitchell with the Mississippi State University Coastal Conservation and Research Program.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have flyers for you guys. Feel free to take a look at them. This is just like a little bit more about the program in case what I gave you earlier wasn't enough. I'm here just to seek permission to collect dune species and native wetland plant species on the coastal beaches across kind of the 4 coastal counties of Mississippi. We do have permission already from DMR to collect inside the coastal preserves, as well as permissions from various private properties and Fontainebleau Park, Pops Ferry Causeway Park. So this is more or less just me asking if we can collect on the beaches. I also have our permit here if anyone wants to look at it.
Okay.
Basically, this program is designed to get anyone and everyone growing any kind of native dune, wetland, upland species to use in coastal restoration projects along the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Okay. So are you asking us to make a motion to, or
To her
to
permission.
give permission?
Basically permission and maybe some form of writing that I can attach to this booklet to take out. So if someone, you know, on the beach authority is looking for, am I allowed to be collecting this species? Yes, here I am.
Okay, anybody want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Trey,
Yes.
y'all, can you get with her, before she leaves, so that y'all can, talk about what she's wanting to do so that your guys see her, they know ahead of time, so we're all on the same page.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to recognize Francisco Gonzalez with Mississippi Aviation Heritage Museum.
Yes, good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm gonna pass this around. You can pass it around. I want to tell you how grateful I am for the Harrison County Board of Supervisors for believing in us to build the statue of John Robinson and the other 7 statues, bronze statues that are gonna go on the Aviation Hall of Fame. Today, I'm asking you guys to consider the $5,000 we're gonna need to build the pedestals where these statues are going. And we are getting ready to have a tremendous gala because we're celebrating 5 years, believe it or not, 5 years since we opened the museum. And I wanted to let you know, we just had the most fabulous summer camp, 60 students, and we're building a brand spanking new experimental airplane. My petition here is for the one is for the statues, but if you can see in your heart for the future, we just opened the Vietnam exhibit on the 2nd floor. 7 galleries of the Vietnam, Mississippi in the Vietnam War. This is just happening because I just received notice that Colonel Spraggins with the Marine Resources and the Gulf Coast Heritage Area are giving us $30,000 towards an elevator so that the veterans can go up there. This is, I'm just planting a seed for you guys. I will petition you in the future to help us with that because we need $100,000 for the elevator. But anyway, today I'm grateful. The 7 statues that we are going to do, we have Dick Truly, an astronaut from Fayetteville, Donald Peterson from Winona, Samuel Kisler, Al and Fred Keys from Meridian, Mississippi, Hank Oden from, don't know where he's from, and Willie Suicide Jones. So this is an amazing investment that we're doing on our tourism. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
So, thank you, Francisco. Right, we have, yeah, it's not really worded correctly because the 5,000 will be, it will be advertising county
Absolutely, well, oh, of
resources,
course.
but whatever you use it for. But I do want to point out that you are speaking with a few people in the county that you've let children in,
Absolutely.
low-income situations.
And that's what I put there. I wanted to
Right,
show you.
I just
some
want the
of
public to know
Yeah.
that taxpayer dollars, it is advertising county resources, but we are also letting underprivileged children, abused, neglected, foster children
Yes.
go into this museum for free. So I just wanted to
Yeah.
point that out to
No,
my fellow
that's fine.
members. Okay,
The important part that we have to remember, we are an education facility,
right.
okay? And I like to work with, every employee that I have is special needs. I pay them, they're autistic.
Oh, I
I
didn't-
bring them out of their house and come, and they work for me. And it's beautiful to see these people getting out of this couch and coming to do some work with us within the means, But I'm just grateful for what you have done. I think this is fantastic.
We're grateful for you.
And I hope
It's
that you
amazing. Thank
can
you.
come to the gala. The gala is gonna be fantastic. Thank you all.
Thank you,
Oh,
Francisco.
do I need to ask? No?
Yeah.
No, sir. On number 6, what we'll do is we'll move that to 68, under a request for county resources.
Actually, you can check, Trish, but I think this organization is we're statutorily authorized to, do funds for him. You don't have to go through advertising
Okay.
county.
Okay.
Trish,
That's statute, but I'll let
So-
Tricia confirm that.
so the request is for advertisement of county resources on the request that we got, but it's a separate agenda item. Can we approve this as it is? Because he said that statutorily, they're approved to receive funds from the
think
county.
They are under, and I did the order
Okay,
based
okay,
on
okay.
the statutes,
Okay.
because
Okay.
we'd rather do that than advertising county.
Okay, all right.
I didn't know that.
Number 6,
We have a motion.
I need order approving the
Motion.
appropriation to the
Second.
Mississippi Aviation Museum in the amount of 5,000.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, Mr. Bordeaux?
You ready?
Sir.
Thank you. I have it in front of y'all, proposal, this is just on the excess flood policy on our passenger stand location. It was a requirement by FEMA from years ago. But I did want to present it to y'all because there is an increase. I want to explain what the increase is. One, there's a rate increase, but 2, the valuation went up. So the valuation went up 56%.
How much?
53.31%. But we're talking about, last year we paid 23,3 $2,333. This year's $3,577. My hope is, and what we're trying to do, we do have a sublimit for flood in the Coast Gulf Pro of $50 million. What we're doing now is we're taking every entity that's in there that has these same sort of requirements in the program, making sure that we have enough sublimit. My hope is that we can do away with some of these excess flood policies that not only Harrison County is purchasing, but other entities are purchasing on the coast. And pull that into the program, but we want to make sure that that qualifies for FEMA, that FEMA doesn't say, you know, we didn't buy the excess limit.
What is this address?
257 Davis Avenue, that's in Pastor's Chain, and the city of Pastor's Chain. One of our buildings, it was originally a health,
Okay,
nurses.
Yeah,
It still is.
okay, I'm just curious of why we have one address.
Yeah.
When
It's
we're
just for
talking
that-
about all of our
It's
buildings.
just one specific
No,
property.
It's just only one property.
$1,000 increase.
Oh, just for this
That
particular,
bill,
only
It's
one
just
property.
$1,000
So
increase.
after Katrina and subsequent storms, and we've asked for waivers on some of these, some were granted, some weren't granted. The ones that were granted were actually pulled back from the FEMA director. This was probably in 2016, 2017, and required us to get some of these flood policies that we normally would not get. I mean, two examples of, you know, I think that don't affect y'all, but Harrison County Schools still has excess flood on West Harrison and Diablo High School, which is a FEMA requirement. And Diablo High School, I think it's 110 feet above sea level. And
We're
so-
all going.
Yeah. So my hope is that FEMA will recognize our flood sublimit in Coast Gulf Pro as adequate limit, and then we can start doing away with some of these policies. But we don't want to do away with, especially with this one, because it is susceptible to flood until we have that in writing.
We presently have that building leased out.
That's right.
Building.
And then the other, I provided Mr. Collins with reports on the workers' comp, working with y'all's administration. We've done a 5-year stratification. I would like to sit down with Mr. Collins, Mr. Holloman, and Trish, and all the staff here that deals with the comp and really do a deep dive. I think that we could probably address some of the issues we currently have with our current carrier by just calling a meeting, having the adjuster sit down and answer some questions. In the meantime, we are going to go out to market. It's a 1/1 renewal. Obviously, we can't self-insure individually. It's against state law. And so we would have to get a deductible program or a first dollar program. And so we'll be vetting all that over the next months. But y'all do have the claims report. It's pretty detailed. Obviously, there's, if the board would like to go through it, we'd have to do that in executive session. So, and that's about it. Please keep praying for no hurricanes.
Amen.
There you go.
So,
Appreciate it.
Frank, can I already get that report, the workers' comp?
yes, sir, we have.
Oh, you have, okay, all right.
Sure. Can you give you one? No, sorry. I can answer any other questions. Crystal ball right now for budget purposes. I mean, we're hearing good news globally from a property standpoint. It continues to soften. And so I think that barring no major disaster, I think that we're going to have good results next year. Fingers crossed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you, thank
Need
you.
a motion on that?
To approve the insurance, okay, need a motion
So
to
moved.
accept the increase in premium. Have a motion, second discussion, all in favor? I'd like to recognize Paul Nickel with the Georgia Institute, Mississippi State University.
Good morning, Board, President, Vice President, Board staff, Sheriff Haley. This morning, I'm Paul Mickle, the co-director of the Northern Gulf Institute located at Mississippi State University. I have to mention, we did pretty good on Saturday, knocked out a ranked opponent, which we're all very happy and proud of.
It's a very good game.
Yeah. So this morning, I'm addressing item 8 on your agenda, which is a request for a letter of support. It's for a proposal I'm very excited about. We're submitting it to EPA, their water quality grant program for the Gulf of America. The proposal that we crafted at Mississippi State University is actually taking a new technology which absorbs nutrients in stormwater. And this new technology can actually be beneficial and be of value and a commodity once it absorbs the nutrients. So the gist of it is, just give me 1 minute, I'll be very brief and I can answer all your questions. But our scope of work in the proposal is taking that Bonnie Carey spillway model that we developed for the awards that we're working with you right now. And the model is actually so strong and so accurate, it can actually do microhabitats on the beach in that shallow water adjacent to the stormwater outfalls. So we're going to actually run that model and find out which stormwater outfalls have the highest nutrient output and prioritize them and give you all the lists. So we know the areas that you can prioritize for future restoration and other projects you have. But again, we want to take a short and a long-term approach. So once we identify the outfalls of the highest nutrient outputs, we're going to instigate this new technology, which I can talk about. There's not much data on it because it's so new and innovative. But I'm asking for no commitment by you, just a pilot project that we would actually pursue if we get this award. But to actually look at and see if we can reduce nutrients coming out of the prioritized outfalls and then scale up. It's modular in nature. And hopefully we can bring y'all a very technically successful technology that can be scaled up, that is very cost effective. It's not expensive to do.
Paul, I hate to interrupt you, but would this, if this process works out, would it help with, we have beach closures due to the bacteria coming and generally leaking sewer systems, you know?
That's the entirety.
Would that help this process that you're talking about, eliminate some of that?
We're scientists, so we hypothesize that yes, we would reduce beach closures, which DEQ monitors all the state's beaches on a monthly scale and timeline, and we have a lot of data from that. That's what gives our model so much strength, actually. But we're excited to hypothesize that beach closures would be decreased. The harmful algal blooms would be decreased, which we don't see all the time, but we do see them. And we see fish kills or jubilees that our culture is so familiar with. So I want to take on those issues, those water quality issues. Hopefully DEQ gets excited about this and has favor in our hypotheses that if we take on and prioritize some of these outfalls, y'all know how old those outfalls are. Some of them are leaking from septic tanks and all sorts of things breaking into them. They're very old. But this is a common sense approach that our new nation's administration is pushing for common sense approaches. EPA is taking a new direction in their project selection, and we feel very confident that this proposal will be successful. We'd love your support in the form of a letter, I think, that has been provided to you.
I would make a motion to forward it through a letter.
I'll second.
Any other discussion or questions or anything?
You'll give us a copy of it, like what you need in the letter. We can give us a copy.
I think y'all have
We have-
the draft
we have a
letter.
draft.
I want to make it
We
as
have a
easy as
draft.
possible on everybody.
Good.
All right, have a motion second. Any other discussion? All in
No.
favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Have a great week.
Thank you, Doug.
Need a motion on the consent agenda?
Motion.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Number 19, order approving contract amendment number 1 with HRS Delta Computer Systems for software license for the circuit court, amount of $37,450.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Order approving change order number 1 with Southern Colonial Construction for the ARPA NCWI Minge Sewer System project to install additional conduit and a price of $5,161.20.
Motion.
Discussion? All in favor? Order approving the final plat and related documents for Autumn Lake subdivision, phases 1 and 2, located in District 5, as recommended by Jackie Turner.
Motion.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
22, order approving the subdivision application for Brookstone Ridge subdivision, located in Section 4, Township 6, Range West, District 5, as recommended by Jackie Turner.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Order approving transmittal of a tax letter regarding use of county right-of-way west of Klondike Road.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Order approving the final plat and related documents for the Reserve and Car Bridge Phase 4 located in Section 4, Township 6, Range 10, with conditions listed below as recommended by Jackie Turner.
Motion. Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Order to approve setting October 28, 2025 at 6 p.m. as the date and time for the community Halloween trunk or treat event at the fairgrounds.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Order authorizing the purchase of candy or treats to be provided to children attending the trunk or treat at the fairgrounds in the amount of not to exceed $10,000.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Order concurring with the road manager on employment as listed on file with the payroll clerk and HR.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Order authorizing and approving the issuance of a beach event permit as listed.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Order spreading upon the minutes the following executed rental agreements.
Motion.
Motion second. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Nolan?
Good morning. Zoning recommends concurring with the planning commission's recommendations for cases 30 through 35.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Order adju,
Item number 36, the verbiage was a little different, if I could read the revised.
okay,
Order setting a public hearing to determine if tax parcel 0605E-01-017 to be potentially blighted property on Shaw Road.
and that's for September 8th.
It's going to be on
Okay.
October 6th at 10 a.m.
All right, need a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Order concurring with the county administrator on employment as listed as an on file with the payroll clerk and HR.
Motion. Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
38, order authorizing the Harrison County Administration, ID Department, and Human Resources to provide access to the Gulfport Courthouse, a county domain email address, access for UKG timekeeping.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Order concurring with the District Attorney's Office on employment as listed with payroll clerk and HR.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Order authorizing advertisement to receive bids for flooring replacement at the Harrison County Youth Detention Center.
Motion.
Second. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Order authorizing advertisement to receive RFPs for the comprehensive plan of zoning department.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Order authorizing advertisement for requests for qualifications to provide HR services to perform the following.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Number 43, recognize Sheriff Haley.
We got there so fast.
I'm like looking to the right because.
The total count today is 841. We've got 239 state inmates. 77 of those are ready to go. 10 federal inmates, 11 juveniles at the adult detention center, 10 juveniles at juvenile detention. All of those are Harrison County.
Thank you. Number 44, order acknowledging receipt of the inmate meal log from the Harrison County Detention Center.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Order acknowledging receipt of bond processing fees from the Harrison County Adult Detention Center for August.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Order spreading upon the minutes the Harrison County Sheriff's deputies off-duty employment roster and House Bill 453 for September.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Order spreading upon the minutes the personnel changes of the Sheriff's Office as listed on file with payroll clerk and HR.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Order authorizing the purchase of additional badge pass equipment from Badge Pass to be added to existing inventory in the amount of $6,109.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Number 49, order authorizing the disposal of assets per the attached list and authorizing the inventory clerk to remove the same.
Motion.
Second. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Order authorizing payment of claims payable from tort account.
Motion. Second.
Discussion.
A is for Hopkins and Barbie, not for,
That's not for you.
no, that's A, that's the sheriff's lawyer billing for his.
So A is correct, A is incorrect, B is correct.
incorrect, it's for
So
Barbie
just
and
the-
Hopkins.
Okay.
Hopkins and Barbie, excuse me.
All right, I need a motion that reflects those changes.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Order approving mileage reimbursement for in-county travel for the following employees.
Motion. Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Order authorizing the board president to execute the reimbursement request and all necessary documents from the MDEQ's MCWI grant program.
Motion.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Order authorizing the transfer of modernization use tax funds from the road fund to the Bucky's debt service fund in the amount of $1,321,843.20.
Motion. Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Order authorizing payment of $248,113.25 to Mississippi Public Entity Workers' Comp for a period of January 1st, 25 to January 1st, 26.
Motion.
Discussion.
What, is this,
That's an additional cost
This is a quarterly
for the
invoice.
year.
Is for workers' comp.
okay, so this is an invoice quarterly for workman's comp
They go for
through
it.
the, okay.
Yeah, so through truck rolls.
Okay, I'm not sure. Is that a quarterly increase or is that an
Well, it
increase
says
for the
January
year?
1st,
Because you're saying
25 to January 26.
25 to 26.
Yeah, that's the date range provided on the invoice. And they'll
I
issue-
Stand up while he
I
can't
can't
see
see
you or
you.
hear you.
Sorry about that.
What is it?
So that's the date range on the invoice for the calendar year 2025. They issue an invoice quarterly. I believe the last invoice they issued was in April, if I remember right. They assess, it's based on the total amount for the year, and it roughly equates to about $1 million. And they spread out that in payment over the course of.
How much for the year?
About $1 million.
About $1 million.
They spread that out through the fourth quarter.
I'm curious, Walt, do they tell us how many employees this is paying and how much each employee is receiving? I mean, $1 million a year on workman's comps that we don't even investigate if they're valid. We've known that's been a problem.
Yeah.
The invoice that don't.
Yeah.
So it's based on the workers' comp rates, and an estimate that we send based on our payroll, saying we have, X number of employees classified as, clerical or say, law enforcement. It's predicated upon that.
The rate is a little higher depending on the danger of the job, if I can use that terminology.
Right, so the rate, and there's a bunch of math goes into it, but long story short, the rate for a clerical employee is like 68 cents. I believe for law enforcement, it's, $7.20. So, I mean, you're talking about 1,000% jump, just between the, two different lines of work.
So it's an estimation?
Yes,
Yeah.
based on our
Oh, okay.
payroll.
Well, this is a premium. It's a premium, it's not just like
Yeah,
Like an insurance
Yeah.
premium. Do we pay $1 million a year?
we're paying
a
for
workers' comp coverage, but their exposure is, you got, how many county employees, 450?
More than that.
It's way more than
Yeah.
something.
Well, I'm talking about whether the sheriff's department is
Oh.
Sheriff
separate,
is
how many
just-
employees the sheriff department has.
311, I think was the last.
You're probably talking just right at 1,000 employees, so that's exposure, what you're paying for, but
That's also, Frank just talked about us going to the open market for that. So we are working to change some things around workers' comp.
Thank you, Will.
Any other questions or discussion?
you cannot self-insure that either.
You cannot.
Yeah.
Right.
I just find it strange that, very little prosecution is ever finished with workman's comp in reference to,
We followed a little bit harder when we were doing it.
all,
Yeah, we did.
Yes, sir.
We don't have any control over it
Well, that's what.
Probably 10 years ago, the insurance company decided to go to their retained accounts.
Well, they're not inclined to prosecute for fraud because what they simply do is, raise their
Adjust.
rate
That's right.
to pay for it. So
Do we have,
they have no motivation to do it.
do we have any rights to go after, you
Yeah, I
know,
think you can talk to them and then you
investigate
decide
ourselves?
if they're not doing a good job, then you go out in the market. I mean, it's no different than the,
I mean, do we have the right to investigate certain claims?
yes, absolutely.
We do have the
We
legal
always have the
right.
right to.
I'd rather spend a little money on that than $1 million a year on.
We used to fight them pretty good and
Well, I
successfully.
say we
to some
should.
extent. But, they're insurance companies and they look at risk, and so they sometimes settle cases just because the cost outweighs the.
Well, whatever cost they incur, they just get it the next year by raising their rates.
Yeah, basically.
Amen.
Laura and I both have always said we will fight them on the front end, which reduces your claim in the long run. You may spend some money to begin with, but like even now, our liability claims are really low because we depended on them for so long. People, word went out, they're not gonna pay you.
That's right.
But we've had we had one case, and I'm not gonna mention the person's name, but this lady had 5 workers' comp claims about falling out of a chair.
Sounds like she needs
5 different chairs?
Yeah, 5 different jobs, like.
She needs to buy some new chairs.
I need to stop
She
saying.
she worked for the sheriff department, before you.
Your chairs.
Y'all check this,
She needs some bubble wrap. Sounds like it all the way to the Supreme Court, and she lost, but it cost a lot of money, but she sent a message when,
either
she literally had like,
something
it may have been 4
wrong with the
chairs, not 5. It was a lot of chairs.
Might have been 4 chairs.
And we had,
Thank you, Tim, we needed that laugh.
literally, that's the truth. I won't give you the name of the public record, but if you wanna look at it, I'll send it to you.
You didn't hear it
It
from
may have been
me.
4 chairs to be fair.
Tim, she didn't work for me, did she?
What was the sheriff or?
Did she?
Not for you, just a year ago.
I shouldn't even ask that question.
This was years ago.
Okay.
Not before you, so. It wasn't anybody of the sheriff department's fault. Matter of fact, there wasn't any witness to her falling out of the chair. That's right. The truth of the matter is the chair leaned back and she jerked.
4 times?
Chair feel like, that's what she's playing.
Yeah.
It just kept happening.
All right.
Not at the sheriff department, only one at our sheriff department. The rest of them were court fire.
When I, in the school system, I had one claim workman's comp simply fell, walking and fell.
Yeah.
No reason.
We had one where it was the first workers' comp claim I handled for the county, and unfortunately it came to me about 2 weeks before the hearing. Not anything had been done on the case, so we didn't have an expert to say the guy wasn't hurt. So I sent an email over to the county administrator, can y'all find this guy a job? And we found him a job within the limits his doctor said he could do, so we offered him a job, and then we said to the court, we got a job for him. And the court said, no, you're just trying to do that because you ain't got an expert. I said, yes, sir, that's true, we got a job for him. The law says you can work and go back to work.
Yeah.
They ruled against us, and we took that to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court ruled against us too.
Any other discussion?
I'm still shocked.
All in favor?
Aye.
Order acknowledging the receipt of check number 3656 from Wilkinson, Williams, Bosio, and Sessoms in the amount of $49,393.17 for opioid litigation.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Order approving payment of the following claims.
Second.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Order spreading upon the minutes personnel changes of the Chancery Clerk's office as listed on file with the payroll clerk and HR.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion, all in favor? Order acknowledging receipt of monthly report showing expenditures and liabilities incurred against each separate budget item and receipts of property taxes and other revenues for the month of August 25.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Order approving the amended budget of the Harrison County Development Commission fiscal year 24-25.
Motion. Second.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Order approving the budget of the Harrison County Development Commission fiscal year 25-26.
Motion. Second.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Order approving the City of Biloxi's request to have temporary access to and use certain portions of the sand beach of the vicinity of White Avenue within the city for allowing U.S. Army paratroopers to land during Thunder Over the Sound October 31st to November 2nd of '25.
Motion.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Order correcting a scrivener's error in the date of resignation for Zachary Lakeman.
Motion. Second.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Order authorizing and approving the board president to execute a corrective action letter to the Mississippi Department of Environmental Quality for the beach outfall repair and upgrade.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion,
Hold
all
on
in favor?
just a second, what do you got?
Because there are two alternatives and the board has decided that if they want to.
Sorry, Claudia was telling me we need to look at this one, but I didn't get enough time to read it before you started.
Which one?
There's two, the one we're on,
You have two alternatives.
there's two alternatives, and the board needs to decide
I
which
believe
one.
it's the first one is the correct one.
Option one is,
I believe it's the first one.
so you're approving.
We're saying we're gonna continue with the project.
So issue one?
Issue one.
Okay. No, there's,
Oh, yeah, so you're adding a performance payment bond.
They've been added. Yeah, they've all been added and they've confirmed that we've done everything correctly. And I believe the two options, one says that we intend to continue and ask for reimbursement, the other one says we do not.
okay. So I
we-
need a motion that we are gonna continue ask for reimbursement.
Motion.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Number 64, ordering and accepting the lowest and only quote provided by Cornerstone Detention Products at the proposal total amount of $52,848.48 to supply and replace one ADI control panel at the juvenile detention center.
Motion.
Second,
Second.
discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Order approving the submission of an application for the Mississippi Opioid Settlement Fund in the amount of $1.9 million annually over 3 years to assist with the diversion center.
Motion. Second.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Number 66, order approving agreement for professional grant writing services with SMPDD.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Number 67, order approving travel as listed.
Motion.
Let's back up just one. That one we just approved, is that for that grant?
Yes.
That opioid grant, that's what we done? Good.
So just to let the board know, Catherine has left the payroll, and, this is just for that one grant.
Yeah.
It's very important.
It's important that we
Very
do
important
that.
we get this grant.
Right.
Yes. Okay. Number 67, order approving travel as listed.
Motion.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Number 68, order authorizing expenditures as listed pursuant to Mississippi Code 17-3-1 as necessary to advertise and bring into favorable notice opportunities, possibilities, and resources of Harrison County, Mississippi.
Motion.
Discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Okay, 4 yes, 1 no, that's Dr. Ladner. All right, Sheriff? Administrator?
Nothing, sir.
No, sir.
I have nothing.
I just want to say we have 2 new pickleballs out of beautiful Harrison County Fairgrounds. 2 courts, yes, thank
Where-
you.
where are those
Greg's done an
located?
amazing job, right by the dog park. So you
Okay.
can park, put your dog, well, anyway, you should stay with your dog, but anyway. And we are already having, we haven't even broken ground yet. It's finished, except we're just still waiting on the lighting. I just want to commend, thank you, Tim, and everybody who helped with the road department. And people are already asking for more courts, and we just opened a week ago. We haven't cut the ribbon yet, but once the lighting is in, we will have an official ribbon cutting. So just wanted to give props to everyone at the fairgrounds and the road department. Thank you very much.
I just want to thank Ms. Powers for doing that, because when I get old enough, I want to.
About 20 more years?
I'll teach you, yeah.
20 more years.
Appreciate you doing that and getting me prepared when I get older.
Thank you very much.
You got anything, Dr. Lamb?
Nothing.
Yeah, I have here, from Angela, she said to think about having another meeting, either 9/22, 23, or 24, because we are going to need to close the fiscal year after the 15th.
Okay.
It's
We're meeting on the 15th again.
The meeting
We
we
meet
have
next
on the
Monday.
15th,
The meeting on 15th is to
It's
adopt the
just-
budget.
but we can't have any other agenda
Well,
items for that?
they still have to close, POs for the year. That's why, so she She just asked for you to talk about it.
Okay.
You can
We
decide
can't
on
do
the
it the same
15th.
way?
Can we set it on the 15th?
Yes, sir.
Let's just set that next
Set it
week.
on the 15th.
No, I'm saying we can set it, so we can do it on the 15th?
Yes.
And our
Yes,
let's just
she
do
just
that.
wanted to.
Yeah, let's just stack that on top of our budget
That's
hearing.
It was on the 15th.
Yeah,
Okay, yes.
All right, anything else? Mr. Holloway?
The only thing, I received a call from one of the circuit court judges, they have an issue upstairs in the jury room. It needs to be insulated where it's soundproof because people are able to hear the jurors when they're deliberating. Also, and I'm not sure how to phrase this, but the bathrooms, y'all may know, this is a very small room, the two bathrooms are off the jury room. And so, I'm not sure how you do this, but I was asked to ask if they could make it more private, maybe insulate those rooms also, so there's not so much noise coming out of there. Jury deliberation.
All right.
That was tactful. You did good. You did good, Tim.
So anyway, I'll make the request for the board to ask somebody to look at that.
I would suggest that you have outside building in grounds, whether they can insulate those things. They should be able to do that.
We've had a lot of success with spray foaming walls, and that kind of dampens the sound, if you will.
I thought some of those panels like you have in the hallway at the
If
circuit courthouse.
I'm
got-
not mistaken, Tim, that bathroom is tile.
Yeah,
I don't know if that would go over that. I would say let's start with just spray foaming the walls. It's relatively inexpensive, and we've had good success with that. And I've also gotten some other, repairs that need
just
to be
told them to put in the
done.
request, so.
Just do like we used to do, just carpet the walls.
That's what I was saying, carpet the wall, push comes to shove.
All right, anything else?
That's all I have.
All right, I need a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Are we adjourning or are we?
Yes, adjourn.
Adjourning. Motion to adjourn, have a motion second, any discussion? All in favor? Thank you.
So we're meeting on the 15th.
15 in Gulfport, right? In Gulfport.
Tim, what day was that?